Transition your internal spiritual talents into a profitable enterprise using the psychological blueprints of Carl Jung. Most individuals believe their income depends on academic credentials, yet the marketplace actually compensates you based on the frequency you broadcast in their presence. This might feel startling, but it is a hidden reality of the modern economy. Our educational systems fail to teach us one vital skill: how to inhabit our own innate sovereign power. Instead, we are conditioned to seek external validation, accumulating various certifications and degrees while hunting for professional legitimacy. What if you realized that the world's most impactful leaders possessed none of those traditional markers? They never waited for a green light. They became the light themselves. Their words originated from the spirit rather than a textbook. Clients invested in them not due to their resume, but because of their raw transparency. Carl Jung, a pioneer of the human psyche, explored the concept of archetypes, ancient psychological blueprints residing within every person. You do not study these, you embody them, and that shift alters your entire reality. In this presentation, I am discussing how to claim that internal authority. I will show you how to command value for your inherent truth, even without a formal background or fancy titles. Stay tuned until the conclusion, where I explain why your personal journey is actually your highest form of expertise. Furthermore, I will expose the primary mental barrier preventing you from charging for your gifts, and provide the specific method to dissolve it. Let's address a blunt reality. Information is a cheap commodity today. It is saturated everywhere. People now invest in personal metamorphosis. They pay for the feeling of being truly witnessed and understood. They are buying an internal shift. Real transformation requires no diploma. It demands transparency, resonance, and precision. That is what inspires someone to invest, not your qualifications, but the depth of the connection you facilitate. Perhaps you are a young adult who conquered chronic stress. A high-level executive would pay a premium to learn your specific regulation techniques, because healing does not care about your age or status. It follows lived experience. Yet, many people suppress their brilliance. They feel unprepared and ask, "Who am I to demand payment?" Jung identified this as the voice of the wounded ego, the shadow self. If you do not address this internal block and trust your inherent value, no marketing tactic or business consultant can assist you. People register your energetic state before you speak a single syllable. This is the law of energy over evidence. Observers can sense if you feel guilty about your rates. They know if you are secretly begging for permission or waiting for someone to validate your existence. Your subconscious mind cannot simulate what you do not believe. When you embody your message, your frequency creates an irresistible resonance. That undeniable truth is the only currency that builds lasting trust. So, if you are wondering how to actually attract paying clients or be seen as an expert without appearing fraudulent, you are in the right place. We are about to dive into the mental pivot that transforms your history into a magnet, allowing you to find your specific archetype so you stop asking the world for approval. Think back. Have you ever met someone who lacked a prestigious title but had a presence that commanded your full attention? Their honesty just resonated within your soul. That is the strength of lived truth, and it is what people are desperate to buy. Let us clarify this forever. Your personal evolution is your primary certification. Every struggle, every dark night of the soul, and every quiet victory matters. Jung referred to this as the process of individuation, the journey of becoming your authentic self. When you navigate this path with awareness, your life becomes a remedy for others. However, most individuals are currently disowning their own medicine. They view their past as a burden rather than a professional license. They hide the human flaws that actually foster connection. That is a massive error. Modern trust is built on presence, not perfection. Imagine two practitioners. One lists a dozen certifications and hours of study. The other says, "I have survived this exact pain. I know the terrain of your struggle, and I can lead you through it." Which one earns your confidence? The first gets your attention, but the second earns your loyalty. We are not looking for algorithms, we are looking for resonance. We are drawn to survivors who returned from the abyss with wisdom that echoes our own. This is why Jung noted that we don't find light by imagining it, but by bringing the dark into the light. That awareness is your value. You are valuable not because of training, but because of your metamorphosis. This builds emotional authority. It isn't about a sleek brand, it's about being a mirror for someone else's potential. Most people fail here because they think authority means looking professional or mimicking a motivational speaker. That only works if you are living in your head. Your suffering is not a liability, it is a gateway. Your chaos is your attraction. Your history is not a footnote, it is your greatest asset. Are you claiming it, or are you still filtering your life to appear acceptable? We are now moving into why archetypes outweigh degrees, and how to inhabit the energy of the guide, the healer, or the visionary, so your authority is felt instantly. Before we proceed, ask yourself, if my life story were a sacred text, how will I walk through the world today? Reflect on that, because your power is already internal. Let's go deeper into a topic the corporate world ignores, but the soul recognizes. The people who truly alter lives are not always the most schooled, they are the most integrated. Jung called these living archetypes. They don't perform a role, they carry a specific frequency. Whether they show up as a mentor, a disruptor, or an alchemist, their clarity speaks louder than any sales presentation. They don't prove power, they radiate it. The secret is that clients pay for that frequency unconsciously. The human mind, yours and your future clients, reacts to archetypal energy. That is why people say, I just felt drawn to work with you. That is resonance. That is where the money flows. Which archetype are you currently suppressing? Did life mold you into a healer, but you're afraid to say so because you lack a medical license? Do you have a radical spirit that you've muted to stay respectable? Do people seek your wisdom and peace, yet you still feel like a charlatan for charging? Jung saw this as the unintegrated self, the part of you that knows its strength but lacks trust. When you claim your archetype without apology, you stop performing. You become magnetic. Every archetype can generate wealth. Money is not just for the aggressive salesperson. It follows the creation of value. Whether you are a creative or a spiritualist, you are designed to make an impact and earn an income. Let me illustrate how. First, the healer. You don't need a therapy degree to hold space. Healers earn by providing emotional safety think guides, breathwork instructors, or coaches. People invest in the feeling of coming home to themselves. Second, the rebel. You see the cracks in the system. Rebels earn by building what doesn't exist yet through podcasts or disruptive movements. People pay you to lead their revolution. Third, the wise sage. You provide clarity amidst the noise. You earn by simplifying the complex. Whether through books or digital content, people invest in your unique perspective to make sense of their existence. Fourth, the empathic lover. Your currency is deep compassion. You help people through vulnerable transitions. In a cold world, people pay for your warmth. Fifth, the creative artist. You don't just produce art, you transmit a soul. You monetize through storytelling and design. Beauty is a healing force, and it has immense market value. Sixth, the mystic alchemist. You bridge the gap between the material and the spiritual. From intuitive coaching to energetic work, you translate the mystery into practical clarity. Transformation has infinite value even when it is not a physical object. You don't need to change who you are to get paid. You need to intensify who you are. Every archetype has a road to prosperity that opens when you stop resisting your nature. When you own your design, your tribe will finally recognize you. They aren't looking for a guru, they are looking for a mirror. This is about more than your bank account, it is about planetary evolution. When you live your truth, you grant others the freedom to do the same. Jung warned that the unlived life is the greatest danger to humanity. When we hide our gifts, we contribute to burnout. But by living your archetype, you become a living invitation for others to wake up. You shift the collective frequency. We change the world not by climbing corporate ladders, but by standing in our truth and saying, "This is who I am." People pay for that because you spark something dormant within them. Finally, we must address the ultimate barrier, your relationship with money. Many of us were raised to believe that getting paid for soul work is selfish or unspiritual. This mindset keeps the most gifted people broke and exhausted. Let's rewire this. If you believe asking for money is greedy, your nervous system will contract when you state your price. People will feel that hesitation. Energy is the ultimate communicator. When you harbor shame about wealth, it leaks into your posture and your boundaries. Most of us inherited stories that say, be humble, not rich, or spiritual services should be free. These are not truths, they are tools of control used to keep intuitive people small. Reverse that perspective. Every payment is a sacred exchange. When someone pays you, they are investing in their own evolution. They are committing to their path. You are simply the facilitator. Receiving money with integrity is an act of circulation. It allows you to stay nourished so you can continue to serve from a place of abundance. When you can't pay your bills, you become bitter and tired. But when you are valued and supported, you shine brighter and create deeper. This is the foundation of a healing economy. It is not about greed, it is about alignment. Earning from your soul is not just acceptable, it is divine. Your value is inherent and non-negotiable. You don't need to struggle, you just need to stop apologizing for your existence. If this resonated with your spirit, please like this video and share it with a friend who is waiting for a sign. Comment below with the affirmation, I am ready to be compensated for my authentic self. If you want to continue this journey of transformation, make sure to subscribe to Winds of Thought. The world doesn't need more robots, it needs people who remember their power. You are allowed to be seen, supported, and abundantly paid. Now, go inhabit your truth. The world is ready for you. To go deeper into this integration, we must look at the specific psychological resistance that occurs when the spiritual path meets the material marketplace. For centuries, there has been a manufactured divide between the sacred and the profane, between the temple and the bazaar. This split is exactly what Carl Jung sought to heal within the human psyche. He understood that as long as we keep our spiritual self in one box and our professional self in another, we are living a divided, unintegrated life. This division is the primary source of the imposter syndrome that many intuitive workers face today. When you step into the marketplace, you feel like a fraud, not because you lack skill, but because you are trying to wear a costume that doesn't fit your soul's architecture. The invitation here is to bring the bazaar into the temple. Recognize that the exchange of value, what we call commerce, is actually a form of social alchemy. When you offer a service that transforms a life, and you receive the means to sustain your own life in return, you are completing a circuit of energy. This circuit is what allows the work to grow, to reach more people, and to become a sustainable force for good. If you keep the circuit broken out of a false sense of humility, you are actually limiting the impact your gift can have on the world. Imagine the potential of a world where the most compassionate, the most insightful, and the most visionary people are also the most well-resourced. This is the shift from a scarcity-based economy to a resonance-based economy. It starts with you claiming your archetype and refusing to apologize for the space you occupy. Whether you are the healer, the rebel, or the alchemist, your contribution is a necessary thread in the collective tapestry. As we conclude, I want you to sit with one final thought from Jung's work. He believed that the greatest burden a child can bear is the unlived life of the parents. This applies to our spiritual lineage as well. The greatest burden we carry is the unlived potential of our own souls. By refusing to turn your gifts into your livelihood, you are choosing to keep your life unlived in the very arena where you have the most to offer. Don't let your medicine stay bottled up because you're afraid of the marketplace. The marketplace is simply a gathering of people looking for solutions to their pain. And your story, your survival, and your integration are the very solutions they have been praying for. It is time to step out of the shadows and into the light of your own authority. You have the map, you have the archetype, and you have the permission, the only permission that ever mattered, which is your own. The bridge between your inner world and your outer success is built with the bricks of your own authenticity. Walk across that bridge today. Know that every step you take in your truth is a step toward a more conscious and vibrant world. You are not just building a business. You are participating in the great work of human evolution. Your prosperity is a sign of your alignment, and your success is a beacon for others who are still lost in the dark. Thank you for being here, for doing the deep work, and for having the courage to be seen. Your presence is the shift the world has been waiting for. This journey of transformation is not a destination, but a continuous process of refining your frequency and deepening your commitment to your soul's calling. As you move forward, remember that the challenges you face are not obstacles, but opportunities to further integrate your shadow and polish your gift. The more you embrace the totality of who you are, both the light and the dark, the more magnetic and effective you will become in your work. Your audience is not looking for a perfect person. They are looking for a whole person. They are looking for someone who has the courage to be vulnerable and the strength to be true. By showing up as your full, unedited self, you provide them with a mirror of their own potential for wholeness. This is the true power of the archetypes. They are not just roles we play, they are the fundamental energies of the human experience that we can tap into to create a life of meaning and impact. Whether you are leading a revolution as the rebel or offering solace as the healer, you are performing a vital function in the collective psyche. Trust your path, trust your process, and above all, trust yourself. The world is ready for your unique contribution, and it is time for you to claim your place in the sun. Go forth with confidence, knowing that you are supported by the deep wisdom of the ages and the infinite potential of your own soul. The path is clear, the way is open, and the time is now. In every moment of hesitation, remember that your gift is not yours alone. It belongs to the world that needs it. Every time you hold back, you are denying someone the chance to be healed, inspired, or awakened by your presence. The stakes are high, but so is the reward. The reward is a life lived in full alignment with your purpose, where your work and your soul are one and the same. This is the ultimate form of success, not just financial wealth, but a wealth of spirit that overflows into everything you do. This is the promise of the integrated life, and it is within your reach. All it requires is the willingness to say yes to yourself and to the unique journey that only you can take. So take that first step today, however small it may seem. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. The rest will follow as you continue to walk the path of your own truth. You are a living archetype, a spark of the divine, and a powerful creator. Believe it, embody it, and let the world see your light. As you step into this new chapter, observe how the world begins to respond to your shifted frequency. You may find that opportunities appear where there were none before, that people are drawn to you in ways you didn't expect, and that the resources you need start to flow toward you with greater ease. This is the natural result of alignment, when you are no longer fighting against your own nature. The energy that was once spent in internal conflict is now available for external creation. You become a conduit for the creative forces of the universe, and your work becomes an expression of that infinite intelligence. This is the true meaning of being in the flow. It is not a matter of luck or chance, but a deliberate choice to live in harmony with your soul's design. Stay grounded in your practice, stay connected to your heart, and stay true to your vision. The journey ahead is filled with wonder and possibility, and you are more than capable of navigating it. Trust your intuition, for it is the voice of your inner guide, leading you toward your highest good. Your evolution is the world's evolution. Your healing is the world's healing. Your success is the world's success. We are all connected in this great dance of life, and your part is essential. Play it with passion, play it with love, and play it with everything you've got. The universe is cheering you on, and so am I. Go inhabit your truth. The world is ready for you. Now and always, you have the power to create the life you desire and the impact you were born to make. Be bold, be brave, and be authentically you. This is your time. This is your moment. Own it fully. As we bring this exploration to a close, take a deep breath and feel the truth of these words in your body. You are not a mistake. Your gifts are not a fluke. Your story is not a liability. You are a masterpiece in progress, a vital part of the cosmic plan. Every experience you've had has prepared you for this moment. Every struggle has strengthened you, every joy has expanded you, and every challenge has shaped you into the person you are today. You are ready, you are enough, you are worthy. Now go and be the change you wish to see in the world, starting with your own life and your own business. The path of the spiritual entrepreneur is a path of service, a path of love, and a path of transformation. It is a noble calling, and you are honored to answer it. May your journey be blessed with clarity, abundance, and joy. Thank you for joining me on this path of discovery. Until next time, keep shining your light. The world is waiting for it. The transformation you seek is already within you, waiting to be unleashed. All you have to do is let go of the old stories that no longer serve you and step into the truth of who you really are. You are a powerful, creative, and divine being, and you have everything you need to succeed. Trust yourself, trust the process, and trust the universe. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should, and you are right where you need to be. The future is bright, and it belongs to those who have the courage to live their truth. Be one of them, be the light, be the change, be you.